Hi everyone, let's unbox one of these cute Beast Magic Blind Box BJD dolls. If you're new to my channel, in addition to these honest doll reviews, I show you how to customize and repaint dolls with step-by-step tutorials. You can check out my latest videos in my channel, and if you're liking my content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Before we get started, I got these dolls as a gift from Kika Goods. They have lots of cute and affordable BJD dolls that I've featured in a lot of my videos. You can get 10% off your purchase with my exclusive promo code. Alright, let's get started. The Chinese words at the top say 萌兽魔法, meaning cute beast magic, which is the name of the series. You can see all the possible doll designs on the side here. They're all really cute, but there's a lot of blue ones, so not too much variety in color. I was really excited for this series because all of the dolls that I own from this brand, Penny's Box, have been really great quality. Of all the BJD I have bought from Kika Goods, Penny's Box Antu dolls have been my favorite. Let's see who I got, but before we look at the doll, I'll show you what she comes with. There's a pamphlet in Chinese which explains the difference between a BJD or ball-jointed doll and MJD or mechanically jointed doll. You can see the other dolls designed by Penny's Box at the bottom. You can share doll parts across all of their BJD series. On the other side it shows what's included in the box, how to change the hair, face, and hands, and tips on how to dress the doll. I'll show you how to do all that in this video. Next is the collector's card. This character is named Moo Moo Yang, meaning woody sheep. On the other side, there's a short story about how these girls are protectors of the forest and they each have different powers. Here's her cute little outfit. She also comes with magnetic sheep horns, a green tail, and 2 extra pairs of hands. Let's unbox the little sheep girl. Here's her magic scepter. There's a yellow heart-shaped gem at the top. The scepter itself is a dark brown color with green ombre deco on it, and there's little stars etched throughout, even on the long staff and on the bottom. Now let's take a look at the doll. She has a plastic film over her head to protect it during transit, and you can just take it off like that. Looking at her hair and face, there's a lot of sculpted detail. The designer clearly cared a lot about the theming of this character. There's a blue gradient at the bottom of her green hair. I'm going to turn her around so you can see the back of her hair. There's more blue gradient here and a hole for you to insert her tail. She has a transparent brown horn, and what's most unique about this doll are her sculpted eyelashes. This is not something you typically see in BJD, and it's a very interesting design choice. It really draws your attention to the eyes. Now let's review the body. I can tell by the weight and feel of the body that she's made of high quality plastic. She has good range of motion in her shoulders and elbows. Although I think her chubby hand design is very cute, it does limit the range of motion in her wrist. There's not as much up and down movement, but you can still twist the wrists. You can also twist her torso. This will be useful since her hair limits the range of motion of her head, like she can't look too far left or right. Her hips bend at a 90-degree angle so she looks good sitting. You can also bend her knees so she can sit in a chair, or even have her sitting on her knees if you bend them all the way back. I'm really pleased with how her joints work and fit together. The parts move smoothly, and the tension in her internal elastic strings is just perfect, not too tight or too loose, allowing for easy posing. She has these clear brown hooves which don't have much up and down motion, but they do twist side to side. Her feet are pretty big, which should help her balance standing up. Let's review her outfit. When I took her dress out of the bag, I realized that there's a bubble shorts underneath. The dress has some nice details, like the blue ruffles and green sheep printed along the skirt. The ruffles and prints go all the way around the back, where there's a Velcro closure, and I just noticed the tiny wings printed on her top. To put on her dress, it's easier if you remove her hair. Just pull apart the front and back pieces. Her dress is easy to put on because it opens all the way in the back and her hands fit through the sleeves. So attach her hair, then her magnetic horns. I forgot to add the tail, so let's do that now. One of the extra hands that she comes with can hold her staff, and I'll show you how to replace it. Her hands are attached to a white elastic cord by these metal hooks, but don't just remove the hand because the string will go inside of your doll and you'll have to restring the arms. I actually have a tutorial for restringing your doll just in case this happens, but that's just to avoid it. To safely change the hands, you'll need a paper clip. Bend the outside of the paper clip a little bit, like this. Pull the hand until you see the white string, then thread your paper clip through the string, like this. Now remove the hand. I was having a bit of trouble because the parts are so tiny and it was hard to get a good grip, so I ended up using pliers to help me get a good grip on the hook. Now that the pliers are holding the hook, I wiggled the old hand until it unhooked and popped out. As you can see, the paper clip prevents the string from going inside of the doll. So now I can take my new hand and replace it on the hook, using my pliers again to hold the hook in place. I hook it onto the metal hook. Once the hand is securely hooked, I can remove the paper clip. I can let go, and now I have a new hand. The staff is still pretty loose in this hand, so I might have to use some putty to hold it in place. Here's the doll all put together. Once again, Penny's box does not disappoint with their doll design and quality. I keep noticing more details, like how her horns have these little stars on them. They are actually attached to the hair magnetically, so you can spin them around to give them different orientations, but this also means that they can get easily knocked out of place, so just be careful with the horns. I love how her bubble shorts are visible underneath her dress. I think it looks super cute. I forgot to point out earlier that there's little tufts of sculpted hair on the bottom of her legs and around the edges of her wrists. These add more to the unique details that set apart this doll line. Her dress could fit a little better around her tail. There's a gap in the back of the dress, but it's really tight around her tail, and as you can see, the tail is actually articulated, so you can move it up and down. I like the tail, but it's hidden in the back of the doll behind her dress, so you don't really get credit for it. Did you notice these little swirls in her hair? You can see them on the bottom of these pieces hanging next to her face and also at the side of her bangs. I think these are supposed to look like the puffy fur of a sheep. Now let's put her magic scepter in her hand. It slips out of her hand pretty easily, so depending on the pose you might want to add some putty to hold it in place. Here's the full doll with her scepter. She stands very well on her own, and I didn't even have to use any putty to hold up her staff. I love Penny's box dolls, and this one is no exception. Here she is next to some other Penny's box dolls that I have customized. She kind of looks like their big sister. You can swap parts between any of the Penny's box doll series, even the ones with the long tails like this mermaid and the dragon. What do you think of this doll? I have one more blind box from this Cute Beast Magic series to unbox. I can't wait to customize them like I did for my other dolls. If you enjoyed this Honest BJD review, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time!